Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Yesterday we finished verse 39. So with the last paragraph, oh fawn-eyed girl, O worshipper of Sri Govinda's play, when will I put a glistening musk drop on your chin that is like a divine temple of bliss, so that your face will become as beautiful as the moon with all its 16 digits. So, and today now comes the first 40. Gurudev is awakened, yeah? Gurudev is...
awakened.
Yeah, it's me. Radhe, good. I cannot see you. Good morning, Gurudev.
And good morning to everyone.
Dhanyavad to our Gurudev. Oh, Devi, when will I decorate your teeth with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them? Devi means goddess. Explanations. The stream of Sri Raghunath's transcendental visions flows on. This time, he serves Swamini's row of teeth, saying, "O goddess, when will I decorate your teeth with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them?" Sri Raghunath's heart is filled with an amazing eagerness to serve his Swamini, his Swaminiji. Just as food does not taste sweet when one is not hungry, the flavor of devotional service is not astonishing when there is no eagerness in the devotee's heart. Swamini stood behind Raghunath to relish the sweetness of his eager and earnest devotion. She did not show herself in front of him. The Lord enjoys the eagerness of his devotees. Krishna is astonished when he sees the devotees' loving transformations. Even Krishna cannot find the limit to their loving ecstasy. What to speak of ordinary living beings? Even Krishna cannot find the limit to their loving ecstasy. What to speak of ordinary? My voice is coming or not?
It is coming a little bit late out sometimes, but still it's coming.
Oh my God. Again, my internet is playing. Therefore, Swamini increases the ocean of Raghunath's prema by making him more eager. Sri Raghunath's heart is very eager to attain the personal service of Sri Radha's lotus feet. By crying in a heart-rending way for Swamini, he caused Sri Rupa Goswami's heart to melt. Therefore, Sri Rupa Goswami ended his Dhanakeli Kaumudi with the following prayer for Raghunath's sake. So he changed the end to make his disciple happy. O Madhava, my friend, that was Raghunath Das, has given up all other activities and is now living in a cottage on the bank of Radhakund. very anxious to exclusively serve you and Sri Radhika. You always cast your merciful glance on those who live in Vrindavan, and you fulfill all their desires. So please make the tree of his aspirations bear fruits soon. So give him his desired service. In this Vilapa Kusumanjali, Rupa Goswami's disciple Sri Raghunath Das Goswami offers flower-like lamentations at Srimati's lotus feet and renders loving devotional service to her. With love-steeped minds and eyes, the Raganuga devotees should see and relish the picture drawn with bhav of the intense suffering the maidservant goes through day and night when she is separate from her beloved mistress.
Radhe Radhe, Gaurasundar from.
Radhe.
So, my humble request, but now you are reading sentence. Before Gurudev says this sentence is very important and underline. Please give your explanation. We want to go deep this sentence. Sri Radhe.
So I will read again this part. In this Vilapa Kusumanjali, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami offers flower-like lamentations at Swamini's lotus feet and renders loving devotional service to her. With love-steeped minds and eyes, the Raganuga devotees should see and relish the picture drawn with bhav of the intense suffering the maidservant goes through day and night when she is separate from her beloved mistress. With love-steeped minds and eyes. So what is the meaning of that? And we can understand this kind of love is only possible in a deep relationship between two lovers. A person needs another person to love, especially when there is divine love. But even in the material world, to exchange love, you need two. So, and here we can develop relationship in the family, husband, wife, and so on. And there is also love. But this love is always controlled by three gunas, because we are controlled by three gunas. And we don't know our real self. We don't know the soul. We are identified with bodies who are not belong to us. They are a gift for a temporary experience. But here, when we speak about prema, there is an eternal relationship between the devotee and his beloved Ishtadevi. Ishtadevi. So when we speak about Raganuga devotees, we speak about a loving devotee in relation to Swamini, to his beloved deity. So this Raganuga is in a special bhav. And so this is described. Relish the picture drawn with bhav. And this bhav, inner identification and feeling, needs to be know who I am. Without that, we cannot speak about Raganuga devotees, because bhav is an inner feeling. If I'm identified with my real soul form, then I develop a bhav by the mercy of the Guru. He is putting this bhav in the heart of the devotee. And how he can do this? because he is a Raganuga devotee. He is in a sthai bhav, and so he can give this sthai bhav towards his disciples. If a spiritual teacher is not in that condition, how he can give something? He can only teach some slokas and so on. But the bhav will not come if it's not in his heart. So if we really desire the service towards Swamini, we have to take shelter on a spiritual master who is in this feeling of a maid servant. And he can bring us there and show us the way to get this service and to get this bhav and to get this relationship as a manjari towards Swamini. And we know how much Gurudev is always on that point that we have to fix our Ishtadev. Jai Radhe Gurudev. So he is our navigator. He can give this because it's with him. And he got it from his guru. And so on and so on. And if we follow the path, automatically we will come to the source of this mercy. And so in our case, we will come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Nityananda and Janavama. He, she is the source of that mercy. And so she is called the ocean of compassion. And so then we can speak from a Raganuga devotee. And only they relish the picture drawn with bhav of the intense suffering the maidservant goes through day and night when she is separated from her beloved mistress. So we can see there is a maidservant and there is a beloved mistress. Two are fixed, two person, and there is love in between. And we can see the sthai bhav of the maidservant, and she is relishing seva ras. And because this, she is suffering when she has no seva, or when she is separated from her beloved mistress. How much relish and how many hundreds of different moods are revealed in these lamentations of separation can be learned from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lamentations in the Gambhira Leela. Because he was in the same condition. He was relishing different moods. Here it's written hundreds of moods, of different moods. And the main mood was that of Manjari. While Mahaprabhu lamented in this way, agitation and ecstasy awoke in his heart, and he could not find any support or hold in his mind. Different ecstasies, like eagerness, lamentation, fear, attention, complacency, and remembrance met in his heart. It was in the ecstasy of Shirata that all these sanchari bhav arose in the heart of the Lord, who is known as Bhavaniti, the ocean of transcendental ecstasies. Here we read the word sanchari bhav, so he is in different bhav. It changed. Why he is in different bhav? When he relish Radhika's moods, then he comes in different bhav, because who is Radhika? She is Mahabhav, so he can relish so many moods. This is also called bhav shabalya, or a clashing of different contradictions emotions. just as a vision of Krishna appeared in his mind, the strong eagerness to attain him conquered all the other feelings and took place like a king on the throne of the Lord's heart. So we can understand his misery when we enter in his feelings, in her feelings. So he is actually also Krishna, but he got the mood of Radhika and he got the mood of the maidservant. So in that meditation, he get a vision of himself. And what happened? The strong eagerness to attain him conquered all the other feelings and took place like a king on the throne of the Lord's heart. So he became eager to serve himself. This is a real miracle. It's without the feeling of the Manjari, nobody can understand this inner feelings of the Lord. What happened in his heart? Who can understand Mahaprabhu? His highly developed eagerness conquered all other soldiers of ecstasy, and an uncontrollable desire arose in the kingdom of his mind. Then he sadly rebuked his own mind. So Krishna speaks to himself, without Krishna, my poor mind will die within a moment. So this is when he is in Radhika's feelings, when he feels like Radhika. Without Krishna, my poor mind will die within a moment, just like a fish out of water. Krishna's sweetly smiling face, which is like a reviving elixir for the mind and eyes, doubles my thirst for Krishna. O Krishna, treasure of my heart, O lotus-eyed one, O ocean of divine qualities, O Shyamsundara, O wearer of the yellow dhoti, O hero of the Rasa Lila. Where should I go to find you? Tell me, and I will go there. Saying this, Mahaprabhu began to run. Swarup got up, thought, and brought the Lord back on his lap. Then Swarup brought the Lord back to his own place and seated him there. So he was completely out of control. Like Radhika when she desired to meet Mohan. She's also running like mad. And without the help of the Manjaris, who knows what will happen? Because Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is the receptacle of Mahaprabhu's full grace, receptacle of Mahaprabhu's full grace, different waves of bhav, heated by eagerness, are seen to arise in him also. In a transcendental vision, Sri Raghunath Das says, Devi, Tulasi sees how much Srimati's sweetness increases because she awoke the remembrance of the Leela Ras in her heart while putting the musk drop on her chin. Hence she calls her Devi. Devi means effulgent and most beautiful girl. So in here we can see how is the seva so in the fine tuning, we could say. Every syllable has a meaning, and Tulasi awakens different feelings in Swamini's heart by calling her in different names. And then Swamini remembers different leelas. And Tulasi sees how much Srimati's sweetness increased when she awoke the remembrance of the Leela Rasa in her heart while putting the musk drop on her chin, and hence she calls her Devi. Devi means effulgent and most beautiful girl. Tulasi will now draw the red lines on Swamini's teeth. Shri Radhika sits on a golden seat and extends her matchless bodily luster. Extends her matchless bodily luster. So here we can see that Swamini even changed her luster when Tulasi give her the remembrance of different leelas. Swamini's face becomes more sweet, and her smile becomes more sweet, and her luster extends. Her bodily luster extends, so she starts more shining. Lavanya extends her lavanya. It's such a nice word even for this inner shining of her body. Thank you. So Gurudev, isn't it amazing how Tulasi is making this Swamini's mind, is bringing her on this enjoyment, remembrance of the meeting, and her bodily luster is changed and extending. Tulasi holds her left hand on Srimati's head and slightly lifts her moon-like face, so she touches Swamini's beautiful head, because for this kind of decoration, Swamini cannot move her head too much. Otherwise, the decoration will be a little useless. So she fixed the head of Swamini with her left hand and brings the head in a position that she can see the beautiful teeth of our Swamini, and fix the head with her hand. How sweet is this touch when we imagine we are guiding Tulasi in that way. How beautiful is this picture? So when you can imagine when this should be the position, otherwise he cannot make these fine lines on Swamini's teeth, so he has to fix the position of the head of our Swamini. What a beautiful seva when Tulasi touched Swamini's head. Holding a brush in her right hand, Tulasi makes red lines on Swamini's white teeth with deep concentration. You see, with deep concentration. So it should be exactly. This is a very sensitive seva. It has to be very thin and very exactly these lines. So she has to be very deep concentrate. And she's saying at the same time, "Oh, Swamini, your teeth are just like pomegranate seeds that will attract the parrot from Vrindavan. Their bright effulgence will destroy the darkness of his lonely despair." Seeing the red lines on Srimati's teeth, Tulasi is astonished and says, "Aha, how beautiful your teeth are. They just look like pearls with lines of ruby on them. They will act just to increase the greed of the parrot from Vrindavan. If he can enjoy this, then all my endeavors are successful." And when Swamini hears these words of Tulasi, she imagines that Shyam is sitting at her feet, praying to her in great humility and with tear-filled eyes. If you say even the slightest thing The moonlight of your beautiful teeth will take away the dense darkness. The nectar of your lips that emanates from your moon-like face pleases my chakora bird-like eyes. O beloved, O girl with the beautiful nature, give up your causeless peak. My mind burns in the fire of lust. Please give me the honey drink from your lotus-like face. These words are from the Gita Govinda. Tulasi's prattling crystallizes Shyam before Swamini. How many leelas can she awaken within Swamini's memory? Now it is as if Swamini is Krishna Krida Pujara Vasati Nagare, the empress of the town of Krishna's play and worship. That's why Tulasi calls her Devi. Tulasi draws red lines on Swamini's teeth and is astonished by their beauty and saying, "Aha, how beautiful are your teeth. They look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them." All these endeavors are made to increase the greed of the Krishna parrot. When he can relish this all, my endeavors have become worthwhile. The beauty of this peerless service must be learned from the Goswamis. So if we explain these words from the Vilapa Kusumanjali, we need to sit very close with Tulasi and relish what she is explaining and relish the beauty of the seva. And here we can see she desired to increase the desire of Mohan towards her Swamini. And the second thing is to increase Swamini's feelings with her seva, with her mind, with her speaking, with every word. She is creating a special bath in Swamini's mind. And by explaining the beauty she can relish, she also put something in Swamini's mind. That's all to increase the greed of the Krishna parrot. When he can relish this all, my endeavors have become worthwhile. The beauty of this peerless service must be learned from the Goswamis. So we have to enter in this and imagine all this by listening these beautiful words of Vilapa Kusumanjali. It is the service of Mahabhav and must be understood through Mahabhav. It is a service of feelings, and it has to be understood through feelings. Where are the insignificant living entities, and where is that Mahabhav, the essence of love of God? But now, in this particular age of Kali, the afflicted souls have become so much fortunate to enter into this kingdom of Mahabhav, which is otherwise difficult to access. But the special mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being empowered by him, the Goswamis have revealed this kingdom. And the only way to get the great fortune of relishing Swamini's devotional service is to follow in their footsteps. Rasa can only be understood through personal experience, and it can only be attained by the mercy of the Rasika devotees. Rasa can Yes.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, it's very touched our heart. Baba says again and again, only. So I would like to listen again, and I want to keep this Mahabani in our mind and heart. Thank you, Radha. It's very important.
And it's natural. We can understand that that's the only way, isn't it? There is no other way. Being empowered by Mahaprabhu. The Goswamis have revealed this kingdom. And this Mahaprabhu is Radhika. Radhika empowered the Goswamis. She only can give Manjari Bhav. Krishna cannot give. Only Swamini can give. So, being empowered by Mahaprabhu, the Goswamis have revealed this kingdom. And the only way to get the great fortune of relishing Swamini's devotional service is to follow in their footsteps. Rasa can only be understood through personal experience, and it can only be attained by the mercy of the Rasika devotees. The desired Leela Katha cannot be done with others than with Rasika devotees. Leela Katha means talks about Radha and Mohan's Leelas. That is Leela Katha. Even the Lord himself is very greedy to taste these topics with the Rasika devotees. So Mahaprabhu told Sri Ramananda Roy, you and I will stay together at Puri and blissfully spend the time speaking about Krishna. The acharyas are extraordinary knowers of rasa, and by associating with their vani, the words of the acharyas, Mahavani, one associates with them directly. So if we read this Vilapa Kusumanjali, we associate with them directly, because these are actually these Mahavani, these words of the acharyas. Well, relishing their sweet words in the company of like-minded, saintly Rasika devotees is both. It's the means and the goal. Relishing their sweet words in the company of like-minded, saintly Rasika devotees is both. It's the means and the goal. So relishing is not meaning of discussion about this is right, this is wrong, like this. Relishing means to enter in their mood and relish the sweetness of their service. This means relishing. So if we are relishing the sweet words, we need the company of like-minded. So then we together swim in that lila, in the same mood. That means like-minded. We cannot relish this Manjari Bhav with others who are not in that, because they are on a different mood. So to relish Manjari Bhav, we need this like-minded, saintly Rasika devotees. For the yogis, the Lord said in Bhagavad Gita, the yogi always remains within himself in a lonely place, controlling his senses and his mind, free from desires, and not taking anything for himself. In the Sankhya Darshana, there is a verse saying, when you live with many people together, anger and conflicts will arise, and the result, quarrel, will ruin your yoga practice. just as the maiden's bangles will always jingle as long as she moves her hands, and as long as she wears even more than one bangle on each wrist. But when the Lord discusses the devotional practice of the devotees, he says, "My devotees has given their minds and their hearts to me. They converse about me with each other and always enlighten each other. This keeps them very happy and satisfied." So we can see that Krishna makes a difference between the yogis and the devotees. It's not the same level. This keeps them very happy and satisfied. It's from the Bhagavad Gita. Tulasi is the embodiment of deep love and affection, and she is immersed in the flavors of the devotional service of Mahabhavamayi Radhika. Suddenly the vision vanished, and Sri Raghunath anxiously prays, "O goddess, your teeth defeat even the big Gaja Mukta pearls in beauty. When will I ornament them with red-colored lines that make them look like pearls surrounded by strings of ruby?" And this ends the explanations of the verse 40 from our beloved Vilapa Kusumanjali from Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. How beautiful is this service?
Very beautiful.
Nothing more to say, Gurudev.
Right. This is the service when my heart and mind is going that no doubt.
We read that Swamini stands behind him.
Wow, big protection. When she is behind us, that is the problem.
Swamini stood behind Raghunath to relish the sweetness of his eager and earnest devotion. She did not show herself in front of him. In that way, she increases the desire and the eagerness in the heart of Tulasi, of Raghunath Das. So we can also imagine that she will stay behind us. This is also a picture we can get also in our seva. Even if we cannot relish her directly, we can imagine that she stands behind us.
Like a mother, baby always behind. Baby is always protected by mother because she is behind baby. Baby never bother for herself.
And such a nice feeling also to know this, that mother is always behind us.
And behind us, and when mother is behind us, father is overall protecting that universe, that nothing and actually all the wishes is fulfilled by my beloved. So much protection.
I have never seen this when there is red lac on the teeth. Must be very fine lines, right? Very thin. So we can meditate on this beautiful teeth of our Swamini with the red leg today.
Radhe. So actually this is always covered by lips. And if she opens her lips, her pure heart is white. And this heart, she's hiding her passionate love for Mohan. Only she can open her heart, mouth, Mohan can see still her inside passionate love to Mohan. Just come to my heart. surfacely also passionate and open again. The passion appear from her beautiful lotus mouth. Shirada. And one thing more come to me. Tracy concentrate to write this line. Means Tracy's passionate love. One point love also increasing her passionate line. This feeling is also infused her lines. That's a very fine, very strong, very one point love. And maybe I'm wrong, just coming my heart. Radhe Radhe Govinda